Welcome to the Spirit Guide Daily. Daily messages for the collective. The Crystal Tarot is going to bring you 3 predictive spread. The Oracle of the Fairies is bringing you a card as well, and the Whispering Woods Oracle as well. Let's get going here. Remember, these messages are timeless, and they will cross your path when they are meant to be crossed. When we're in a collective, we share kind of a reverberating energy signature, meaning that your group is living through, it's almost like a program, but it manifests in different ways for different people. Let's get going here. 1 and 2 and 3. Wow, you. All right. Let's see what we have. I have the Hanged Man in reverse being released from stasis, the Sun in reverse, and then I have the 5 of Wands in reverse as well. The evening time brings greater occurrences than the daytime does with this particular draw. Hey guys, please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. And if you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. Completely forgot to say that. But let's get back to this reading. The Hanged Man in reverse is taking a new perspective on things. Sometimes it's almost like being launched as if from a trebuchet or like a slingshot towards something. There's momentum behind the Hanged Man in reverse. Like this is somebody who has decided the time has come to act. The Sun in reverse can quite simply mean at a time when it is dark, either early in the morning or in the evening. The Sun in the upright is such a positive card that even in reverse, it really doesn't become something less than positive. It can mean depression and hopelessness, but I don't think it does here because this is a peaceful energy. The 5 of Wands in reverse like that is releasing the struggle to the universe, giving it over to our guides, being like, I accept that everything happens when it is meant to. And honest to goodness, it's kind of taking the shape of like, maybe you just go through your day, you go through your day, and within the next couple of days, something happens at night that just takes you off guard in a delightful way. Because that Sun in reverse energy, protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. That is always very, very important. I ground throughout the course of the day, and I frequently have to balance like a crazy person as well. By the way, they aren't fairies. They're spirits of air. Sooner or later, I have to say that every single time. Please do not forget to do things like align your chakras, to make sure that you're shielding and grounding. This is a card of somebody who, like, it's like almost like you're getting distracted by too many other things happening in your life and maybe neglecting some of the processes that got you to where you need to be. It really is like you almost don't notice the day. It's weird. It's like it's such a paint by numbers day that you just kind of do your thing, and like it's like you struggle to stay present in a very routine day. And then at night, it's like, well, that came out of nowhere. And it's a very good and positive thing and gives you this feeling of like ease in surrender, because this is a card of ease as well. Now, the 5 of Wands in the upright is a struggle. It's bickering. Sometimes it's conflict and competition. Music, there is a melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods if only we listen. So that's a very grounded energy as well. Remember, our guides get very inventive in the ways that they will try and reach us. It can be, it's not just synchronicities where you look at the clock and it's 4:44. It's not just that. It is about book titles, song titles, things that you keep stumbling across over and over, things that are trying to get your attention. The more that we try and ignore something, the harder they're going to try to bring it into our consciousness. But as I said, kind of expect, I almost want to say a humdrum kind of day where it's like I did my thing, I did my chores, I did my stuff, I did the things. And at night, something just happens that gives you a great feeling of protection and peace. And like you can feel that the symphony around you again. Like you feel like you're a part of something after a feeling of exclusion, and you feel as if everything is right once more. I'm actually really enjoying the energy off of this. Please do not forget that, particularly if you channel, one of the things that you have to do if you aren't sufficiently grounded is to disrupt thought patterns, and music can help a great deal with that. Meaning that when we're not grounded, we start picking up way too much stuff, and it's hard to differentiate between what is the possible, between the probable, because that's what we do when we look at the future. We're looking for the probable outcome, but there are many possible ones. One is probable, well, several can be probable, but there are probable outcomes and possible outcomes. And if you're not sufficiently grounded, you get a mix of them. When you make sure that you're grounding and protecting yourself, this is potentially listening to a chakra balancing meditation recording. Jason Stevenson, Inner Lotus Healing Music have great ones. It helps filter that out, like tuning our radio frequency. And that's the only proviso I have around any of this, is as you do spiritual protection work or as you do divination work, you need to make sure that you are properly shielded and grounded before you do that work. And if you start to feel lightheaded or like easily confused, that is a very clear sign that it's like time to ground, time to ground. Grounding is a friend. But again, they're not going to give me any details on it, by the way. I have something coming in the evening time that will give you a greater feeling of connection, that feeling of being loved, and as if you are being written into the great symphony of life rather than observing it from the orchestra pit as everybody else plays. So that was the Spirit Guide Daily for today. Take care, be well. If you want to book me for a private reading, link to my website in the description box down below. Don't forget to look for my upcoming podcast. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.